Okay guys, so what's going up? Today we join me on the ground at Sheffield in Canada. We'll be flying over to Greenland today to the airport Nuuk. So it's a Bravo Golf Hotel, 800 mile flight, about 710 nautical miles. So we're currently on the ground here. It's very early in the morning. There's no runway lights or anything, so we're gonna have to simply use our onboard lights to direct us where we're going. As you can also tell, it's very cold. So we're going to be departing runway 35 today, and the departure procedures are no left turn or right turn below 3,700 feet. So effectively we have to climb to 2,000 feet above ground level before we can do any sort of turning. So we're going to go ahead and run through the startup checklist pre-start. So battery on, alternators on, circuit breakers all in, carb heat off, fuel selectors can also, I'll turn them on just like this, on, because now they're on. Landing gear is down 3 greens, alternators on, start and left engine, so magneto switches on, mixture exercise, rich, priming the engine, so give it 1, 2, and 3. Left fuel pump on, and we're not going to say clear because no one's awake, so I'm going to start the engine. Here we go. Make sure the T's and P's are rising in the green. Okay, good. Same with the right engine. Magneto switches on. Mixture exercise set to rich. Prime the engine, so 1, 2, and 3. Fuel pump on, push up, right engine. There we go. Right engine is on. Let's go ahead and get some lights on. So nav light, recognition light, and also going to turn on the landing light. Wow, it's really frosted over here. So after the engine start, gonna make sure the propeller RPM, well not propeller, just the RPM, just over 1,000. Actually it's a bit cold, so I'm gonna go ahead and put up a bit more. I'm gonna lean the mixture a lot. Yesterday, I don't know if you saw, but I had the mixture lean so high. Okay, so fuel pump's going to come off, and let's go ahead and turn on our radios. So I'm going to make sure heat's on, all the heaters are on. So it's going to go to standby. I really hope the screen doesn't ice up. I don't know if we can... Oh! Oops, daisies. Cry a little FaceTime call. Alright, let me just do the flight plan. And taxi out now to make sure the QNH is set. Yes, I call it QNH. I'm English. Right, I hope. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and taxi to runway 35. Parking brake released. And so what I do, wow, you guys, turn to the left here. Like so. So I turn right into the runway. Idle power, go a bit slower, and now I'm going to turn onto the runway. here we are, just going to backtrack. And we're not going to do any run-up checks because we don't need to today. So we're going to do our pre-departure checks. So make sure that the trim is set. Flat set to position 1, and then I'll put mixture to rich, fuel pump on. Turn around. Oh, turning like the Titanic today. Oh, yeah, the screen has fogged up. Okay. I mean, not fogged up, iced up. Okay, cockpit. Parking brake set. So, fuel pumps on. Mixtures rich. Land light on. Just clear that. Just want to check the temperature. -22. Great. Right, let's go back up to count up. Start that. Set the yoke back. And let's go. Wait, yeah, I did. So there you go. Power is set. Parking brake released. Okay, we are ready. So no turns below 3,700. Airspeed's alive. Keeping that runway centre line. Here we go. Rotate. Accelerate climb. Gear up. We'll climb up to 3,700 feet first before we do any sort of flaps up as well. So 3,700 before any turn. Okay. Looking good for now. Bit of weather there on this takeoff, but it's alright. We're not going to have a very steep turn though, just a very gentle turn to the right. Trim up. And we're wanting to climb away at 90 knots. So we are in a clean configuration. Oh, that's a bit too much trim. We'll start our right turn now. On course. We're also going to go turn on the autopilot because we are IMC. 1,000 feet per minute. Actually, we'll make it 1,500 feet per minute. Fail. Make sure that's GPS mode. Okay, so now the aircraft is turning on course. What can we see from out here? Absolutely nothing. Well, it was a good takeoff. So fuel pump can come off now. Right, anyway, we still have quite a long way to go. So, when we're over the ocean, I'll go ahead and give you a quick call. Anyway, see you guys. Welcome back. So, we're about to start our descent into lovely Greenland. It's been a very nice flight, it's very boring just crossing the pond. So, currently here at 12,000 feet. If I just set the altimeter, we go to 11,750 feet. Good. So I had a slow flight over here, just mainly due to fuel. I wanted to conserve as much fuel as possible. So the next waypoint, well, it's not a waypoint, it's an NDB of the Golf Hotel waypoint, but not waypoint, whatever. We're going to do the ILS approach as well for runway 23. we're going to join at 8 DME. So I'm going to go ahead and activate the frequencies for that now. So now they're both set up. I'm also going to go into heading mode as well. So I want to make sure that I'm heading 015 once I hit this NDV. So that's all good. I'm also going to, if I check the temperature, it is, oh, it's quite hot. Let's increase the mixture. I'm going to also increase the propeller RPM, just to increase cooling in that way. So I'm going to bring back the manifold pressure. So we're 4 nautical miles out from the NDV, which will turn left heading 015, and I'm also going to descend now at quite a significant rate. So descending from 11 whatever feet, although that looks a lot lower, if you ask me. Hang on a sec. What's the altitude saying on here? 3,000. What the hell? Since when did... Okay, well, there's been a massive... Right, well, that should have never happened. Oh my gosh. I literally went out for an hour and a half with altitude hold engaged, and we've somehow managed to go from 12,000 feet down to 1,500 feet. I thought we looked low, but I thought it was the angle when we were coming in and doing our approach. That's crazy. I want to go back up to 2,500 feet so we intercept the glide. Wow, okay, that was absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh. Right, I'm going to increase the manifold pressure to full, so we're going to climb. Land light can come on. Wow, that could have been... Oh god. Right, okay, well, I've not got the ILS set up on here, however I do have my chart. So, once we reach 9 DME, which you cannot see, but it'll be around here, I'll go ahead and disconnect the autopilot. But look how long we've been flying for, guys. 7 hours and 14 minutes. Oh, and now we've run over because I've been too distracted. And now we're in cloud. Right, well, this whole approach has been a total mess up. So, let's just go down to 2,500, just so we are stable. Okay, making sure one last time that the altimeter is set. I've been calling it altimeter on all of these videos. I don't even know why I call it QNH in the UK. So this little leg we're doing up to 9 DME is 8.6 nautical miles from the Golf Hotel thing over to here. When I mean thing, I mean NDB, of course. Just me being me. Come on. Okay, there we go. And then I can come back on. Let's have a look outside. See guys, this is a lesson in life. Never leave your aircraft unattended when going out. On autopilot anyway. I cannot believe we lost that much height. Absolutely crazy. Wow. Wow, that's so bad. I'm such a bad pilot. Okay, let's just run through the descent checklist anyway. So, descent checklist, altimeter set, fuel sectors and power pipes closed, and power is as required. And once I hit 8 DME, I'm going to configure. Okay, so we're going to go ahead now and intercept the glide slope. So if we turn to heading of, let's say, oh bloody hell, 1, 2, 3. There we go. So we'll use this to intercept the glide. As you can see, we're way to the left. I have no idea. Oh gosh. Making sure that the localizer frequency is set, which is 110.3, 110.3 on both. Good. I don't know why the ILS didn't come up on here as well. I don't know whose fault that is. If that's Microsoft's or Carinado's. So, ILS approach. We haven't done one of these in about 2 flights. Let's go change that to 1, 2, 3. Turn us into the dimming. We do intercept the glide as well at 8 DME. And our final approach course is 223. Kind of see the OBS thingy. It's going to start to center up soon. Go ahead and turn to 200 or 200, where that actually 210 will be okay. We'll turn to 210 as we're close to intercepting. Okay, this should hopefully come in soon. Because if not, we're going to be in a bit of trouble. Okay, well I'm going to start descending a bit manually. Going to bring back the power. Going to take autopilot off as well. Gear down, up, set to position 1. And clearly the ILS is not working. Well, and that was a massive rate of descent there, which we do not need. So we want to be at 1200 feet above when we hit 4.5 DME. I also do need to you can see the runway just there. Flaps to position 2, set. We'll go for a before landing checklist. So seatbelts found, mixture set to rich. Pellet RPM is go to high. Gears down 3 greens, landing lights on, flaps are set to position 2 and we set to stage 3 sec, and before landing checklist is complete. Well, I'm struggling to see it there on the instruments. Let's turn on some lighting. So let's increase our speed a bit by lowering the nose. I think there's a bit of a wind. Alright. Oh, you see, look, the ILS is working. It must have just been me. Well, it doesn't look like the vertical descent part is working, is it? Let's pitch all the way up. No. No, it's not. So, heading off 223. The vertical descent path isn't working, but that's alright. Okay, not far out. 3 nautical. Okay, approaching 1.8 DME, which is the last approach fix. So we're on stage 3 of flap out now. Below the nose, going to reduce the power as well. Aiming for the numbers. My dog just sniffed my chocolate. 90 knots looking good. Let me lower the nose just to maintain 90. Lined up to runway. I don't believe the OBS, I think because there's a offset localizer, I think that's why it's showing I should be more to the left. However, we know that's not true. And once we land this puppy, we've only got a few more flights left, about 3 or 4 to go. feet. Oh, here comes the horrible FPS as we come into land. I'm going to reduce the power, lower the nose. Here at Greenland's biggest airport. Oh, the frame rate is horrible. Power idle. Flaring, rounding out, then flaring. Holding it. Brakes. Very nice. So we're going to go ahead and vacate at the end where you can onto just the apron. So, how long was that? 7 hours and 24 minutes of flying. Very long flight today. I think it was longer than yesterday's, but yesterday I did a really fast cruise. The most efficient and fast cruise I could do. So let's go ahead and... Actually, you know what, we won't leave the mixture. No point. Let's go ahead and go flaps up. And we'll just go... We'll take this parking spot right here. Parking brake set, throttle to 1000 RPM, and let's do our after landing checklist. So flaps up, landing light off, fuel pumps are off, which I actually never turn on, which is not good at all. Electrical equipment off, lights can come off, mixture idle cut off. Ah, it's done it today. Don't know why I didn't do it yesterday. Maybe I shut down a different sequence. Okay, all lights are off. Heat off. Magneto switches off. And alternator off and battery off. Here we are on a very nice day in Greenland. Kind of missed a parking spot there, but ready for our flight tomorrow over to Iceland. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and see ya.